2025 has not been a funny year for luxury brands. So China factories has been coming out to call out these luxury brands, showing how they make their stuff for them, that they do all their works for them. All they just need to do is just get the stuff and add just their finished touch to it, add their tags, that luxury logos that people love, that people wants to buy. They just put those tags on it and then repackage this stuff, and that's what they are selling. The bags that cost $15 to produce, that these companies, they can even sell them what's up to $10,000, $8,000. And we know that this has gone, this company luxury buyers, they've not been finding it so funny. Louis Vuitton has come out with a video showing their factory and workers and how they make their luxury items, showing that their items are being made in France and not in China, to prove those Chinese factories and manufacturers wrong, that their bags, their stuff are not produced or manufactured in China. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch the video. Vuitton. Packaging. Okay. So this is
a Chinese factory worker revealed how a Louis Vuitton handbag is casually made, from stitching to packaging, all inside a factory in China. The clip blew up, and within days, TikTok was flooded with similar videos. Workers from all kinds of factories, Coach, Prada, Nike, Chanel, started posting. They weren't leaking info, they were broadcasting it. Suddenly, the luxury world's dirtiest secret wasn't a secret anymore. Most of these so-called European bags are made in China. Some reports estimate that over 80% of luxury leather goods, bags, wallets, belts, are manufactured there.
In fact, more than 80% of the...
Well, to be honest, I was quite surprised when these videos were released then, that a lot of people were so surprised to know that most of these luxury items are made in China. For years now, most of these things have been made in China because of low cost of production. So I don't understand why people were so surprised to know this. Anyways, let's continue.
Bags in the world are made in China, but those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France, those sophisticated European countries.
That includes Louis Vuitton, Gucci, even Hermes. The shocking part is that these factories aren't just making them for brands. They're now going direct to consumers. The exact same bags, same stitching, same hardware, but without the markup. Here's where it gets wild. According to insiders, the cost of manufacturing a Louis Vuitton handbag in these factories is as low as $15. And yet, these same bags are sold in LV stores for $1,500, $3,000, even $5,000 or more. So, let me tell you what's the difference between the $15 version and the $3,000 one.
$15. Cost of production, $15. All they need to do is just install their label and just repackage it, luxury packaging, and that's it. And people are seriously going crazy for these luxury items.
The label. Apparently the only thing made in Europe about these bags is the finishing touch. The label, the packaging, maybe a final stitch or two to justify the tag, but the bulk of the labor done in Chinese factories, and people are furious for being lied to for decades. Customers believed they were buying exclusivity, craftsmanship, heritage. Instead, they were paying thousands for what some are now calling elevated knockoffs. Louis Vuitton did not stay quiet. They released a video showing some workers in France carefully stitching bags, probably hoping it would clarify that the bags are indeed made in France.
Oh my god, this is funny.
But the clip looked like it was thrown together last minute. Half the workers looked like they'd never touched a needle before. It felt more like a staged
Oh my God, that was funny. But one thing is that China never said France did not have their own factory, but they said we do most of their works. Why they put the finishing touch to it, like the tags and repackaging. That was what they said.
PR stunt than real transparency.
For decades, we have been conditioned to believe that China is just one giant sweatshop pumping out crap while we are the sophisticated, high-end innovators. And it turns out China has just been patiently waiting for us to be completely dependent upon their manufacturers. They have been mastering every technology, absorbing every industry, and then building an empire that doesn't need us half as much as we need them.
And just when you
That's
thought it
true.
couldn't get any worse, Louis Vuitton quietly increased their prices. Again.
Oh my God. Again?
We're talking 3 to 6% overnight on everything.
Wow.
Bags, perfumes, wallets, accessories, no press release, no announcement. Customers were walking into stores thinking they'd pay last week's price, only to be blindsided at the register. At least Hermes warned their customers. They said, "We're increasing prices by 10% next month. Please plan accordingly." But Louis Vuitton, well, they just want your money. And this isn't the first time. Remember during the COVID lockdowns when everyone was indoors? Louis Vuitton raised prices back then too, blaming supply chain issues and raw material costs. Louis Vuitton did release a video showing their factory. However, it seems that did not convince anyone. So now, the company has reportedly sued several of its own Chinese manufacturers for leaking trade secrets. They're accusing them of exposing the supply chain, violating NDAs, and giving bootleggers the blueprint to make perfect fakes. Some of these factories, according to rumors, were making real LV bags by day and knockoffs by night. And it's not just Louis Vuitton. Hermes is getting dragged too, and I did talk about Hermes in my last video, so yeah, please check it out after this video. Brands are panicking, and rather than owning up, they're going after the people who exposed it. But they still haven't shown any real proof that the claims are false, apart from that factory tour. Nothing is working for Louis Vuitton. Their stores at multiple locations are empty. So, rumors are swirling that Bernard Arnault, the billionaire CEO of LVMH, Louis Vuitton's parent company, may be stepping down years earlier than planned. He was supposed to stay until at least 85. He's only 76 now, but insiders say he might be walking away early. And here's why. LVMH just lost $9 billion in value in one day. After the leaks, the lawsuits, and the public backlash, sales plummeted, stock dropped, investors panicked, the luxury empire is crumbling. And Bernard, he might be trying to get out before the whole thing collapses.
Whole thing with China exposing luxury brands, Lululemon, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, all of these brands is real. My parents worked in import-export my whole life. Over 30 years they have been in this. Before Alibaba was a thing, my parents were the middleman. American companies will come to them and say, hey, we want these things made in China, and my parents will go actually to China and source the goods and find the factories to make whatever product it might be. Products get shipped back to the US, they slap a label on it, they sell it at, major retail stores. I have known this, that luxury brands are made in the same factory as knockoff brands. When I was in college, I had a pair of UGG boots that just didn't have the UGG tag on it. Because my parents went to the factory and they were sourcing for a shoe company. They said, hey, we're gonna send you this pair. It was literally $5. You love Uggs. It doesn't have the logo, but it's the same quality from the same factory. I have known this for basically my whole life, and the fact that this is just now coming out is hilarious to me. Just because it's made in China doesn't mean it's garbage. Just because it's made in Italy doesn't mean it's amazing, and most of the time it's not. So beware of what you're buying and don't just always buy designer things.
Here's the real game Louis Vuitton is playing. They know their brand name carries weight. When you wear LV, you're not just accessorizing, you're flexing. It screams wealth, class, success. They believe customers care more about the logo than the origin. That even if you know it's made in China, you'll still line up to buy it because of the brand. And for some people, that's true. There's a large segment of buyers who don't care where it's made, how much it cost to produce, or who got exploited in the process. As long as the logo is real, they're in. But others, they feel betrayed. And let me tell you, people, bags are not investment. Get this straight. So what now? If Chinese manufacturers can sell the same bags directly to consumers, do we even need luxury brands anymore? Just a logo? And if that illusion breaks, if people stop buying just for the clout, the entire luxury ecosystem could collapse. Because at the end of the day, how much are you really paying for the bag? And how much are you paying for the idea of the bag? Honestly, I'm still wrapping my head around everything. For a brand that built its image on prestige and authenticity, this whole situation feels like a slap in the face to the people who supported them for years. But that's just me. I really want to know what you think. Is this the end of luxury as we know it? Do you still trust these brands after everything that's come out? Or does the logo still hold the same weight for you, no matter where it's made?
Oh, it's amazing that they have to go record this video of their factory, them producing these bags. In all of this, China never said France did not have their own factory. All they said, we do most of their work. Why they put the finishing touch, which is the label, the tags, the repackaging, the luxury packaging that people pay huge amounts of money to buy. That was what they said. And I'm quite surprised to see when Chinese manufacturers or factories were releasing this video that people were so surprised to know this. This is something I have known for years. Most of these luxury items, iPhones, everything are being produced in China because of low cost of production. All they do is just touch it and just rebrand it with their luxury tags and all that. When it comes to the production of China producing these luxury items and the dupes and all that, there are different qualities when it comes to the materials they use. You will see some that is literally like same as the luxury brown that you're buying, and you will see the ones that are a bit very close and the ones that are very less of a lower quality, you know. So that's how it is, and most times still is the same China that is producing the same materials, the same bags. Sometimes they just do it. The one of $15 can be different from the one of $5, right? But same China still producing this same bags. In all of this, people who like luxury brand will definitely still buy luxury brand, no matter what Chinese factory will come out to say. They just want that logo. That logo is what they want. They don't really care if, you know, the quality is the same, if it was made the same. Some people really don't really care about the quality. They just want to buy that logo. So it is what it is. Anyways, leave your thought on what you think about this one. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching me. Bye for now. See you in my next video.